Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I would love for you to hang around by clicking that subscribe button and the bell next to it so you don't miss another video. Today's video I'm going to show you how I made these two amazing DIYs. The first one is this Tic Tac board that I made with storage at the bottom, and the other is going to be a little display easel slash tray. So today's video is going to be a collaboration. In this collaboration, we're supposed to take something that we made previously and improve on it. And this is the tray that I improved on. I didn't do too much more to it. I really like the way it was originally, but I used a different mirror and I also added some legs to it. I'll link the original video for you guys below. Today's video is also going to be a collaboration. I'm collabing with my friend Araceli Chan in celebration for reaching 50,000 subscribers for both of our channels. It's a major milestone for us. We have been friends for quite a while. I stumbled upon her channel when I was searching over 2 years ago for peel and stick tile and how to install those, and she had a great video on how to do that. Then I started watching her other videos, and little did I know that I was going to become such good friends with her. We pretty much talk every day. She's an amazing wife and mother to the 3 little nuggets that you see on the screen there. She also has an amazing blog. She is a photographer, basically self-taught photographer. She has an amazing eye for photography and has a business, Unbox Designs, and also on top of it has 2 YouTube channels, Growing Up Milani as well as the Araceli Chan main channel. I mean, is there anything that she cannot do? Look at this amazing DIY that she did. I was so blown away when I saw this. It's incredible. So I really urge you guys, if you're not familiar with the channel and you're not subscribed to her, please go over there and support my friend and subscribe to her channel. Now let's get into the DIYs. So for the tray, I'm basically going to be using these 2 mirrors from the Dollar Tree. And these brooches from Totally Dazzled are gorgeous. I will link them below as well. These are different styles that you can use to make a handle. So the first thing that I did was just to remove all the wrapping and remove the mirrors from the frame. So I'm using 2 mirrors because the mirrors from the Dollar Tree are super thin, and also I didn't want to mess with foam board and have to add diamond wrap at the edge. So I added 2 mirrors, and that way if I want to use it on a mirrored surface, it's going to look good and it's going to give a little bit more thickness. So once I had the 2 mirrors glued together, I started working on my legs. So as you can see, it's a little bit thicker, and that's 2 mirrors together. It's still thin, but it's better than originally. So I have these crystal knobs that I get from Amazon. I have a ton of them at my house, and I just added some glue and glued them to the corners. And of course, as I always say, use a strong glue if you're going to be attempting this project. Once I had the legs glued on, I added some hot glue to the back of my brooches. I removed the clips this time. The previous one I did not remove the clips. And I just glued them centered on the 2 end part, and I actually flipped the brooches upside down so they were facing different directions, and this is what the final result looks like. I'll link different brooches down below for you guys to check out, and I really love the way this result turned out. I think it's really pretty, and it can be used for so many different things. You could put perfumes on there, you can use it to display a really beautiful wedding picture, or you can use it to put a vase or an urn or display just about anything. I really love this. Let me know in the comments which one of the 2 DIYs is your favorite. For the next DIY, I'm going to be using these supplies that you see here, my Totally Dazzled diamond wrap, as well as these X's and O's that I got from Walmart, these mirrors from the Dollar Tree, and these 8x10 frames from the Dollar Tree. I'm using 3 frames here. And the first thing I did was to remove the contents and then remove the little tabs on the sides. You don't have to, but I just think it gave it a cleaner look. Once I had those removed on the third frame, I took the insert and I did a foam board card cutout of the insert the same size, just so that I could put it back in the frame. I cannot talk today at all. Once I had it back in the frame, I really wanted the top frame to be very sturdy, so that's why I used the foam board. Next, I started gluing my frames together. I wanted to give it a raised base so that I could use that area for storage. Now looking back, I really wish I had actually made a little drawer. I think it would have been cool. I think I thought about it, but then because the frames were too small, I didn't feel like the drawers would open up enough. I don't know, but I think having a drawer there would be so cool. So I just used my hot glue on the edges and glued the two frames together. And I tried to use a small amount so there wouldn't be too much oozing. Once I had the first two frames, I then added the one with the foam board on the inside, and I only added glue on the two long sides of the frame because I didn't want a lot of glue just kind of peeking through, and it ended up being plenty. And of course, as usual, use a stronger glue. E6000 is a great glue to use. Next, I cut a piece of foam board to the size of my small mirrors, and I'm going to be using 9 small mirrors for this project. And I just added some hot glue and centered everything, making sure all the corners were meeting at the right size. And unfortunately, the Dollar Tree square mirrors are not all exactly the same size. One of them ended up being slightly smaller, and I had to find one that would fit the little space that I had left. So just be careful. Next, I just added on top of my base to make sure that it was going to work. Had a sip of coffee while I was at it. Then I flipped it upside down and started adding my diamond wrap. So the diamond wrap that I'm using is from Totally Dazzled, and that roll has lasted me forever and a half. That little piece that I'm cutting right there is going to cover all the edges of the foam board as well as the base, and I'm still gonna have some left over. There are about 25 rows of diamonds on this. It's incredible, so definitely recommend getting it from Totally Dazzled. So I used 2 rows of the diamond wrap to do the edges of my foam board. Just added some hot glue and then glued it down. My hot glue gun is low temp because I've burned myself too many times, and so it's really easy to use it and I don't have to worry about burning my fingers. So I went ahead and did that on all of the sides, and then I also added some on the base because the areas where I glued the frames together had some glue showing, and I just kind of wanted to finish it off a little bit. Once I had that done, I went ahead and glued it down onto the back of the foam board and added some glue at the edges. And then to give it a finishing touch, I'm using these gems that I typically get at Walmart. It comes in a tub of like 5 pounds with different sizes. And this is the largest size. And I just put a little bit of hot glue on the back and then glued them in all the corners and also on the edges. And you could also use a small brooch and instead of these gems, and I think it will look great, and this is the final result. I really love the way this project turned out. I think this is so convenient and yet so glam. Something to have on your coffee table in your living room or family room, and you can, play a game and, have the time go by and have it look really beautiful on your coffee table. So that's it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to go subscribe to Araceli and check out her video, which I will link down below. I thank you guys so much for watching. I will talk to you in my next video. God bless and bye-bye.